What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Eddie Express DFS podcast presented to you by Draft Dashboard. You can try out all the tools at Draft Dashboard 30 days for $1 by clicking my link in the description below. Gets you access to all this stuff on the screen here, the cheat sheet, position optimizer, lineup optimizer, mass lineup generator. You get access to my custom player pool as it changes throughout the day. Cheat sheet I don't think is out yet. No cheat sheet yet for today. We'll get into my watched players tab. We will talk about our plays on DraftKings first and then move over to FanDuel. First up, I have Kyle Lowry. We don't have ownership yet. That'll come out throughout the day. If you want me to post a ownership update, feel free to ask so, and I'll give my best ownership update in the comment section later on. First up today, I have Kyle Lowry going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks are 30th in team total defense, 24th against the position. You get Kyle Lowry at a $7,200 price tag, starting to come up a little bit now. It was down to 66, but Kyle Lowry, definitely a player that has big time upside in this game. The Hawks don't play defense, so I think that you can look at a couple of Raptors today, and we'll talk about that going forward. But a 5.3 projection is what you're looking for in a guy like Kyle Lowry. Next up, I have Devontae Graham going up against the New York Knicks. Devontae Graham, not the greatest matchup defensively, a little above average, I should say. 16th in team total defense and 19th against the position. Devontae Graham just does so much for this team, whether it's scoring, distributing the ball. Really like Devontae Graham today. He's only $7,400. That price tag has come down quite a bit. Next up, I have Kemba Walker going up against the Miami Heat. Miami pretty good against point guards, 4th in the NBA, 9th in team total defense. But Kemba Walker is just going to have to take on the scoring load with Jason Tatum being out, and as Cantor is also out. I think that Kemba is going to do more of the scoring, and he has the last two games as well. He's a guy that can get hot, and I think he's a guy that will greatly benefit from Tatum being out. Next, I have Chris Middleton, 7K, going up against the Washington Wizards, 29th in defense and 29th against the position. Middleton is kind of just a solid guy here at 7K. I like him quite a bit. Living in the mid-range quite a bit today. I got a couple value plays at the bottom that we'll talk about, but a lot of mid-range plays today. Next, I have Pascal Siakam, who will be the cover photo for this video. He is my favorite play today. He's only 8K. He's an easy way to find a way to put him in your lineup. This dude's a stud. He's been a stud for over a year and a half now, and he plays a ton of minutes. Last game out, he played 37 minutes. He's playing 33 before that. He's just too cheap for as good as he is and as much minutes as he's going to play against the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks, dead last in team total defense, 28th against the power forward/center position. Get you some Pascal Siakam today because he is my guy today. I want him all over the place on DraftKings. In specific, I haven't looked at FanDuel, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Next up, I have Troy Brown. Troy Brown, not an exciting guy to roster, but I think he has upside in this matchup just because Jordan McRae is out, and I think he'll see a lot of the I think he'll see a lot more shot volume today, being that McRae is out. You could also look at a guy like Davis Bertans, who will have a bump in shot taking if Beal gets off the floor, but Beal might play 40 minutes again because they need him to. They don't have anybody to score. But Troy Brown, just 4,500, pretty solid price tag on a guy like him. Matchup wise, Milwaukee is 7th against the small forward/power forward position and 10th in team total defense. Next up was a play I gave you yesterday that was awesome. DeLon Wright, 4,100. He's just playing a ton of minutes right now. We can look into his minutes yesterday was 27. If you get DeLon Wright playing 27, 28, 30 minutes at 4,100, really good matchup here against Phoenix as well. They rank 26th against point guard / shooting guards. DeLon Wright's he's cheap, man. He's a guy that I think that value makes a lot of sense for. And then in the same game, I have Mikal Bridges for the Phoenix Suns going up against the Dallas Mavericks, who rank 28th against the shooting guard / small forward position. He's going to play a ton of minutes, anywhere from 28 to 32. He's 3,900. Hard for him to kind of hurt you at just 3,900. Really only needs like 20 to hit value. 6x value is like, 24. Not asking a whole lot from him. I think he just kind of fits. So I'll put that into the lineup optimizer. It should spit out my exact lineup. No, we had Dario Saric in here. Always something that finds a way into my lineup. All right, Graham Lowry. Yep. Who the hell was my small forward over here? Bridges. All right, so there it is. Leaves 100 on the board. If we get any value to pop open, obviously some things will change. But right now I'm living in the mid-range, and I really like this lineup. I'll probably play it with some pretty decent volume today. Just looking really good on paper here. Hard to see where I go wrong, but I guess that's why they play the games, right? Somebody could get hurt, somebody could just suck. It happens. Over on FanDuel, it's a little different. I'm going to hand build one right here quick for you guys. First up, Ricky Rubio is just really cheap over here. He has not been good lately, but 5,600 Rubio is almost criminal. Same with a guy like Devontae Graham, 6,400. Like, a lot of this stuff is going to remain the same for me. I think I could, even though Siakam's cheaper over here, Hayward's just too cheap over here as well. Top end guys I like today are Julius Randle. It's liking Michael Porter over here, only 5,300. I mean, we can pay pretty high up here. We could probably sneak Jokic into this lineup somehow. We'd only need to cut 300. I think we could do so off of Lowry. You could get Lonzo. Bledsoe seems really cheap over here, 5,800. That's pretty criminal. Brown we like, Middleton, D'Angelo Russell, Van Fleet. I think if you're going to go to Bledsoe, you don't necessarily have to go to Middleton. So you could get a guy like D'Angelo Russell. Something like this leaves 300 on the board, but Ricky Rubio, Eric Bledsoe, Devontae Graham, D'Angelo Russell, Troy Brown, Gordon Hayward, Julius Randle, Michael Porter Jr., and Nikola Jokic. Like that quite a bit over here on FanDuel. This is going to be the line that I'll play. So anyways, there's my video for today. A little bit shorter. Broke it down rather quickly. If you enjoyed the channel, please hit the thumbs up button. That always helps me out. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the content that I just put out, hit the subscribe button. It always helps me out. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you within 5 minutes. I'm pretty quick at answering my messages. And anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys, and good luck today.